Are we live, Dennis?
Not yet.
Oh, thank you, Dennis. Appreciate you, brother. Let me see here.
I know it's been a while. You're
I forgot
more
how to
than
do this.
on it.
I forgot how to do this. It's showing live on my end. I hope I did it right.
Yeah, we're live, brother. No, we are.
There we go. Man, why
Hello.
always those first seconds or minutes like stretched out? Welcome, guys, to another Monday here in Operation 11 Charlie. We appreciate for you guys to be here and joining us today. Today we have Dustin, special guest Dustin, and welcome, brother. How you doing, Dustin?
I'm great. How are you guys doing today?
Good, brother. Thank you for joining us again. Uh, we
Anytime.
Dustin, DR Custom Wiring. Dustin is gonna be, we're just gonna be doing a little bit of a class here, how to solder some stuff. You know, everybody has different techniques or whatnot, and then we're gonna go here with Dustin, man. It's gonna show us how to solder properly in a way, right? I don't know how to do any of those stuff, but I appreciate Dustin, man, for this. We've been looking forward for this. I know some of our guys here, so thank you for joining us, Dustin, brother.
Anytime.
So real quick, guys, I know here it's been a couple of weeks he's having do our show, some a couple of stuff that we had to resolve here within our end. So but let's start with Pesa, bro. It's been a minute, Rever. How you been doing,
Yay,
man?
what's going down?
How was your vacation? What 3, 4 months vacation, something like that?
That was not a vacation at
Okay,
all.
sorry,
That is
sorry.
traveling left and right, working late. It was awesome. And I'm tired. I need a vacation. But but yeah, I mean, what really kicked it off was Pro Line by the Fire.
Oh yes, yes, yeah.
You
We
know,
had a good time there. Good weather this year, right?
yes. Yeah,
Pesa,
it was pretty good. I mean, it
yeah.
had its moments where, the heat just came down, but so happens when you're in the desert, but then it started cooling off at night.
Hmm.
It's just Apple Valley, Horseman Park is just such a beautiful place. It's just
Yes,
very
definitely.
chill, relaxed. You just feel good vibes everywhere.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, just walking around Vendor Row, seeing familiar faces, friends from, throughout the years, that's why one of the things I love about going over to the West Coast is a lot of those guys used to travel over to the east side. We
Hmm.
had USTE where we would gather up on our side, and but we don't have that anymore. So it's either Beat the Creek or Proline. So again, it's really nice to catch up with a lot of people.
Definitely, bro. We had an amazing time there. Uh, very good time there. Can't wait for next year. Josh, how was your weekend, brother?
Pretty good. Pretty chill. Broke some stuff. Took the Mustang out for a drive and blew the transmission apart. Had one
Oh,
gear left and shoved it in it and limped it home.
ouch.
But I mean, still got to take the car out and have fun, and I was on the way home. So can't take it as a bad experience. Who else gets to go out and cruise around
Yeah.
70 Mach for one that much? So met up with Joe. Dennis was supposed to show up, but he left us hanging.
What?
Oh, he is.
Dennis? Yes.
I got to give him crap. Uh, went and
And
crawled at a different place indoor, checking out something for the winter. So
Hmm.
it was a good time.
Awesome, brother. And what were you doing, Dennis? What happened there, bro? What were you doing? Were you working? What?
it's the geriatric center.
Snoozing.
The boss had a list for
Okay, yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
Yep, the geriatric center. He did something wrong in the middle of the day. They're like, no, you're no playtime for you.
Yes, yeah.
Padded room, padded room.
Yep.
Hey, you can't fight that, so you got to do what the boss tells you, right,
Yep.
Dennis?
Yep. I get that.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh Lord, I know how that feels. So, good stuff. How about you, Joe?
Kind of the same, just kind of relaxed, did some tinkering on RCs as normal, and went down to a place down there and checked out an area. I can't remember the name of the area right off the top of my head without looking, but
Mm-hmm.
not a lot of people showed up, so we just kind of took over the place and did what we want and got to try out the mullets and had a nice relaxing time.
I'm hoping to have my mullet finished by tomorrow.
You guys said my
I don't even
thing.
know why I got it.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what, that build is a beast. It is a beast. It works.
It's gonna be better. I can't say why, but the mullet is gonna be better soon. Teaser. Josh, why are you looking at me like that?
It better not be a body because I don't want to pay another body.
No, it's not a body. It's not a body. It's gonna make things work better. But yeah. But one more
Oh,
thing.
you just gave it all away then.
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Flip.
Anyways, but it's not what you think. It's more to that.
Right.
And it's gonna be super cool. Super, super cool. But I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday is our major swap meet here in Florida where we have
Okay.
Casper RC coming. But
Oh,
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I have 3 days. I'm gonna be traveling throughout Florida and just crawling.
nice.
I got Brad Brennan with Reefs RC. He's coming down from Alabama. He's gonna be
Mhm.
staying with me, and that's what we're gonna be doing for 3 days straight. So
Thursday, Friday, and
I
Saturday.
am excited. Like I never like I really very far, few between, get to pull out a radio and a car and run. So like it's well overdue and I'm super stoked.
Wish you luck.
Thank you.
Are you gonna come this way? You gonna go to Tattlesville, Dr. Dan,
Yes.
or
Yeah. So Thursday, we're gonna semi-stay local, and go to Arapika,
mm-hmm.
over by my way because I've been
Mm-hmm.
talking up and down about this to Brad, so he definitely wants to hit that up. We'll
Mm-hmm.
probably do like a late lunch, and then Friday we're driving out to Titusville.
On Friday?
Friday,
So what's Friday? What's this Friday coming up?
this
That's
Friday coming
December.
up. Mhm.
I gotta see. Maybe let me know what time. Maybe I could go
Okay,
there and hang out. I
that'd be
could
sweet.
go visit one of our guys there to check on him.
Okay.
James, how was your weekend, brother?
Not relaxing.
No,
So,
you were yeah, the boss had a list for you too.
yeah, the garage. So,
Yeah.
had to pull everything out and reorganize it, put it all back in. So, got my
Yeah.
little RC in on Saturday night. That was about as far as that went.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
And I almost didn't make it. I was pretty tired. So,
Oh, but now I think James is getting me to a new venture here in the RC.
Oh,
So we'll
sucker.
see how that goes, guys. It's not a good influence on my part. But I appreciate. I can't wait. I can't
I'm
wait.
hooking you up. So,
Yeah, I can't wait. I got a servo coming. At least I got the servo. Oh, shout out to James. I mean James, of course, to James, but shout out to Angel. Angel is building the kit.
oh, is he?
Yeah, he's building the
Good.
kit. You
Good,
see
because I
today,
don't like building kits. So,
he's building a kit. So uh, I'm gonna be trying to drift. We'll see how that
Oh,
goes.
oh boy.
We'll see how that goes. But James hooked me up out there in Dr. Dance and all that stuff. So I appreciate it, guys. So yeah.
That's cool.
there. Yeah, and then real quick, guys, so we could go with Dustin, get this class going. Can't wait to. I'm always enjoy this type of shows and classes, and I'm very grateful of Dustin here coming and hanging out with us. We need to do more of these classes, like kind of what we do here in the VA as well. Talking about classes, this was our last class. When was it? Last week, guys, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, on the 20th. Yeah, it was last week. Shout out to all course at VA Hospital, the PRC program, mental health program, and whatnot, and to all our veterans and reps that come in and family members come in and support this class. Our purpose is, here to deal with mental health, PTSD and whatnot. So we always enjoy this type of classes here. So I'm sorry, Major always leading the class here. And this one, the guys always enjoy these classes. So always, like I said, I cannot stress it enough how much we enjoy these classes. All the people that come and join, the people behind the camera too. We always have a bunch of people on the other side of the wall that don't want to be in the pics or whatnot. Thank you so much to all our sponsors that make this happen. Thank you. Our veterans are very grateful. They're very emotional classes and whatnot. I've seen the discretions and guys feeling comfortable in doing all this stuff, right? And our guys for the patient, right? Sam Major on doing all this stuff, right? I enjoy, cannot stress it enough how much we enjoy this type of classes. Again, we got guys with traumatic brain injuries, severe PTSD, all that stuff. So these classes, we take our time on doing these classes. That's very important. And that's the goals in this. And we take our time and the guys learning and how to do all this stuff. And most of these guys never been in a hobby and whatnot. So thank you to all our reps that are always going to these classes and doctors and social workers. Again, cannot stress it enough. So looking forward for our next one next month. So again, let me see here real quick. Anything else that we need to mention, guys, before we go to Dustin?
I don't think so.
No,
Did you
no,
want to?
no.
Did you want to
Oh,
talk
yes,
about what's supposed to?
yes. Thank you so much, guys. So, guys, we're gonna start a raffle today.
Sorry.
It's already pinned to the top. Thank you to Joe and some of the guys that donated this on this raffle. We're gonna start a raffle. Actually, it just popped in 8:15 today. I'm trying to find the raffle here. And Joe built it for us. And then let me try to share the pictures here, Joe, so you could tell us a little bit about this raffle real quick. Here, it's pinned to the top, guys. It's $5 a spot, or you get us 5 spots for $20. For every $20, you will get an extra spot here. So it's right here. Joe, if you could tell a little bit this bill right here, brother.
Yeah, it's VRD carbon, and it's got a Chunky's Customs 1.9 spiderweb gold carbon fiber wheels. It's got factory foams and geolanders that came with my optic, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta find the
Got a castle creation. You got the
Yep.
castle creation system on it.
Yep, Castle Copper 10.
Mm.
And then I can't remember the number of the motor.
I think 1800 kV on this one.
It's
you
a
said it was-
1406 22 80 kV motor. Cobra 10
Big motor.
ESC. Three Brothers G13 Pro steering servo. And then Chunky Custom carbon fiber wheels that are gold, and then his rotors.
That's nice.
This is a nice
And,
rig. I like that paint.
yes.
Did you ever figured out who painted it?
Somebody painted that for us a couple of years ago for me. And then if they are listening, please let me know, man. We had it 2 or 3 years. I was gonna put on a chassis. I said let's donate it to the cause. This one here. I cannot man, I don't remember what I did yesterday. But we trying to figure out. It's been a minute there, but he did an amazing job on this guy. So
It'll also come with the
Oh.
factory Vanquish VR1 receiver and radio.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Yep.
So it'll have a radio. All you gotta do is throw a battery in it and it'll be ready to go.
oh
Yep.
perfect.
Yeah, first, sorry, I forgot about the radio,
Yes.
which was my Optic H10 takeout. So
Okay. So it's actually ready to run. So just get a battery.
yeah, yep, put a
plug and
battery
play.
in it and it's ready to go.
Plug and
Endpoints
play.
are set and everything.
Awesome, man. So guys, again, those the raffle that we're trying to do monthly, guys. And again, it's gonna be helping our cause, and everything that Operation 11 Charlie does, for our guys, support system for our guys. So it's a lot that happens behind the scenes, and this is nonstop for our organization, right? All these events, outings, all that stuff, that just a part. That's a tiny part of what Operation 11 Charlie is all about. So all these raffles will support all the nonstop work that Operation 11 Charlie keeps doing. So we have a goal on this raffle, and then I think we're gonna have it open for a couple of weeks, and then we'll be drawing it. I believe it's the 17th, guys. So the raffle is pinned to the top. Any question, feel free, guys, to reach out to any of us here, guys. So let me see before we go to Dustin, Robert, welcome in, brother Maurice. Let me say Sandy, Greg, welcome in, Greg, brother. Eric, welcome in. If Rob Gunning, welcome in, brother. I haven't been paying attention to the chat. Pablo, welcome in. Good to see you. Oh, we got the one and only in the house. Dwayne, welcome, brother. We got the one and only in the chat as well. We got Joseph in the chat. Welcome, Joseph. Good to thank you for being here with us, guys. We're gonna have an awesome show today, guys. We're gonna be doing a class in soldering. All our veterans, I know we have a bunch of veterans new to the organization, so this class can benefit for that. For this thing right here. So let's see, let's start here. Dustin, brother, welcome.
Thanks, guys.
So
Well,
feel free
hopefully I do this. Hopefully I do this justice. I'm kind of just winging it with what I do. Basically, my question is, what do you guys have now for soldering setups?
Okay.
Like anybody that's watching, or even you guys
on the panel
with me here. Yeah,
I've got a soldering station. I got a Whelp 88 2D. Then it has the soldering iron and the heat gun built into it. It's automatic.
The hot air. Those are nice setups.
Mine's the yellow and blue one. I don't remember the brand. And
Hako.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It works. Best that I can do it. Oh man. Hey, like I don't like soldering at all. I'd rather pay somebody, but I'm gonna call it that jelly stuff. It's not my friend. That what is it called?
The flux.
Flux, that's it. See, it just does not work for me. Somehow I burn it, it drips off, it lands on my leg, and I got another infamous, scar on my leg from everything else that happens when it falls off the bench.
It's not the flux capacitor, okay?
I know.
Okay. What you got there, Josh?
I have a Track Power TK950 and I run the Kester solder 0.8 and then the Omni Fixo helping hands type setup.
Awesome.
Nice. I'm going to switch cameras.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I'll be swapping back and forth, and hopefully everything goes correctly.
Wait, show me how much flux is too much flux.
There you go. That's what we need. Let me show you to everybody here on the spotlight.
Yes. Center stage.
Here in the chat, said Wayne says he used a TK955. Go ahead, Dustin.
Okay. So I generally don't use extra flux unless I'm soldering an old connection that's been around for a while. Then I'll use additional flux. The solder I have, it's non-labeled because of the supplier I buy it from. Private labels it for himself, so I get it without the label on it. It's basically the same thing that is the Keister or Kester. I can't pronounce it right. Yeah, Kester. So this work.
Cool.
There's a piece of tape across it, so I don't know if you can see. There it is.
There it
That's a
went,
good
right
shot
there.
right there.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
No clean.
So what I use is basically this same thing.
Cool.
It's just made by or supplied by the guy I buy my stuff from. So it's kind of like private label. It has a flux built into it.
Yep, I use Flux Core as well.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
So for the most part, you don't have to add additional flux to anything. I'll probably say a lot because I use that word entirely way too much. When you get into using flux is like an old connector, like pardon my dirty hands, I'm a mechanic and they just stay this way.
You're good.
I work on heavy equipment for a paving company, so
Yeah, almost there.
they're always in gross stuff, and I hate wearing rubber gloves.
I know that problem.
So, like an older connector like this one, I would use a little additional flux to solder new ends on it
Okay.
once these are removed. And
So would you
I'll
use
remove
the
these
flux
later on.
to remove all of that solder that's on there so you can put fresh solder on, or is that
If you want to remove it, this is what you should use to remove it. So this is just a Harbor Freight brand. All it is a copper. Well, they'll drop it. It's just a copper strip, basically, that's got like a braided copper line.
okay?
Let me try to get it apart here. So it's a bunch of little fine wires,
Okay.
and it will absorb. Yeah, cheap Amazon cameras don't do that great.
Yeah. Oh,
There it
you
went.
go. Oh. Nah, okay, I see it.
There it
There it
is.
is.
So
There it is.
it will absorb the solder out. And then
Okay.
you just keep it. I'll show here in a little bit once we fire up the iron and start
Sweet.
actually doing something.
Okay.
You can put too much flux in, and then it becomes a mess.
Mhm.
And flux is also corrosive, or can be corrosive. So, like if you were doing an ESC, say you're putting new lines going into an ESC, you should really use isopropyl alcohol and clean everything really well before you put it in service. That will get rid of that flux, the excess flux, and won't corrode stuff up,
Okay.
damage your board or anything like that. I don't have any boards that are. I don't have anything that's damaged. I was trying to think if I did.
You're familiar with Castle ESCs, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I believe they use a different type of metal for their soldering, and it's super hard to get it going. Any tips on something like that?
So, like with theirs, I'm going to fold my computer down for a second. I apologize, guys.
You're good.
No,
I've got
do your thing, brother.
Sorry if I have all these questions. I'm
No,
genuinely interested in what we got going on here because I really am
Ask-
terrible at this. So
fully ask away because I personally don't know what I'm doing as far as doing it live. This part I have no problem with. It's this part that I
nice.
have the limited experience with. So what you're referring to is, almost switch cameras again. Like this is a micro 4.
Mm-hmm.
You're referring to, if it'll show up, the factory installed solder that's on into the cables.
Yes.
My advice is have a clean tip on your iron. This tip is
Okay.
very dirty. Have a clean tip, a hot tip, and the appropriate sized tip. Get in, get it hot, get out. I don't know for sure. I suspect Castle's using solder pots So they'll have a big pot that's full of solder, and they just dip the end. They'll dip
Yeah.
it in flux, dip it
Yeah.
in the hot end,
Um,
and somebody's just sitting there doing this all day long.
yeah, my biggest challenge is on the other side of that wire where it's actually connected to the ESC on some of their bigger,
So
yeah, right in there. I like it when they do the bullet plugs, but there's some that are just fully soldered in, and trying to get in there in order to heat up that solder to release it, because you have to replace that entire wire because it's like either too short or it just completely is just done for. Those are my biggest challenges.
So what temperature do you solder at?
450
Yeah, it's not hard.
commonly, but then sometimes I'll raise it to 700 or 800.
Yeah. So I have just a Harbor Freight soldering iron. It's their nicer one.
Okay.
It's like $140, and it does. I've had it for a year and a half now and had no problems out of it. It's got 3 settings on it. I can probably move some stuff. I have 10 tons of stuff in here and no room to put it in my little hobby shed. So
Think
I
we have
apologize for any
same
noise or
problem.
anything.
You're good. It's across the board here.
Don't worry about it. I don't think there's you can only organize so much, and even then the organizing starts overlapping.
I call it
Well,
organized chaos as long as I know
Yeah.
what it is.
I built a 10 by 20 shed a couple years ago, or actually about 8 years ago for my hobby. And then my now 12-year-old daughter, which you guys have met her at Beat the Creek. She's the one running around like a crazy person. I built her, the back walls got her a art and paint stuff. So she can hang out back there and do her art and paint and crafts. And so she took all my extra storage away from me.
Oh, she got her own she shed. That's awesome.
Yeah, but she has to share it with me. So this is the iron I use. I like it because it's locally available. If something happens, I can run to Harbor Freight, get another one. There's no worries really with it that I've had. They
What's
got
something
excellent
like that
warranties
cost?
on them. I think they're 120 or 140. I can't remember now,
Okay.
and I apologize for that. Like I said, I've had this one for two
But
beats
again,
creeks
having
ago.
that
I had to buy it.
great warranty, you could just go in and get a new one if it stops working.
Yeah, you just
But
go in. So it's got. Let me focus here. So it's got 3 settings on it. So I keep setting one set at 300, 325.
okay.
Are we going on up? No, sorry, 302. That is basically a idle for me. If I'm sitting there idling for very long and I'm not soldering, but I'm getting ready to do a bunch more, I'll reach over and put it on that setting and let it just kind of hang out. That's why it doesn't burn the tip up, but yet it's still warm enough that when I hit setting number 2, which is 707, it heats up fairly fast. And I'm not waiting forever on anything. I'm not burning up the tip, and I'm not waiting forever for it to heat back up.
I use the Xtronic 3000 series, which it's got a wide range of temperature from 90 to, I'm sorry, 194 to 896.
Okay.
And it has a sleep timer on it. So if you don't use it for 10 to 15 minutes, it goes to sleep. It'll drop down to the lowest temp. As soon as you it immediately goes back to your set temp.
I wish that this one did have that. That's the one part that a higher quality, nicer one would have, is a sleep function, basically.
Now, just an FYI for anybody listening, watching, they're 5480 and they are US.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
You know, the one that I have is the model 3020. It's $59.80. It comes with
I will have to.
the tool for the tip. You get your flux and brass ball
tip cleaner, you get a sponge. It comes with the helping hands
We should pull that up.
and
to
a
share.
little soldering mat. Now, if I can share, I can show it.
You muted, Hobby.
That's the other problem too. There's so much stuff out there available.
You're still muted, Hobby, but it's because Dustin was highlighted.
And I'm still talking. And I'm saying, oh yeah, I'm muted, and I'm still talking. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, so this is the soldering station that I have right here. This 3020 XTS. It comes with everything that you see.
Mm,
And for basically $60, you can't beat it. Like I said, if you don't use it for a short period of time, it goes into sleep mode. As soon as you touch it, it comes right back. Now, this is the updated version of mine because it's got the dial for the temp on it. Now, they do have the next one down, which is this one, which doesn't come with all the extras as far as tips. But, you know, for a few dollars more, you can get the extra tips into it. It also comes with a solder sucker. So that's a plus if you can't find the soldering wick, you can always use the solder sucker that they provide, which they don't show it in this picture. It's basically a spring-loaded syringe. So once you get the solder melted, you put it over the solder, you release the spring, and it pulls the solder right off of it. So these are really nice. Like I said, for $60.
Solder
They-
sucker.
No, the whole soldering station.
Yeah, I've got one here too.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they're great. I love this thing. I've had it for 3 years already, and it hasn't missed a beat.
nice.
That is nice. I'll be looking into that because I'd like to have a backup just in case something happens to the mine. Knock on wood, it hasn't yet.
Hey, Dustin, what is that?
This
Solder sucker. It's
Yeah.
what he was just talking
that's
about.
that's a solder sucker. So all it is you unscrew the end. There's a spring in there, and it's just a plunger is all it is, and a rod.
Why?
So
Why would you need that?
It sucks solder out.
so
I'll
when
say.
you're doing like connections on ESCs or off of old connectors, you can also suck it out with this too. So it's just a simple push down, put on what you're doing, push this, and it sucks it back up
Oh.
inside there. And then there's a
I've never seen one of those before.
then the little rod. Yeah, this one's getting kind of wore out. But the little rod will push it back out of the tip. The little slug that gets built up in there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. They do a really good job. It takes a little practice to get used to the timing of heating it up, getting it to a liquid, pulling your iron away, and getting this in there right at the same time. But it's like anything, you just practice at it and it'll be good.
I
They
mean,
do make these that are a iron, so they get hot, and they'll suck it back up inside too. So this one has no temp control; it's either on or off. But this is one that will do both. I had some circuit
wait a
board
minute,
work I
that'll
had to
heat
do,
up and
and sucks it back out.
right on.
Yeah,
So at
this
that
is
point,
nice
can
if you're
keep it
doing.
loaded, push it out,
Nah,
pre-melted solder.
this is
and
nice
just
if you're
tweak it
doing.
whenever you need it.
Nah, not quite that.
Dang.
It'd be nice though.
Right?
That's nice if you're doing like small circuit board work, like say you're
Yeah.
replacing the ESC wires or the servo connector wires on a board on the ESC or servo or something like that, because they do get damaged and they do need replaced sometimes, or shortened, or dog ate it, spur gear ate it. Usually spur gear eats them. They're pretty rough on stuff. But I was going to show also that the third channel I have on here, or third setting, is 896 degrees. That's as high as this thing will go.
Why do you need something that high?
Large gauge wire.
Okay.
Taking your castle connections off your ESC that
Yeah,
you're
right.
trying to do.
Yeah. So large gauge wire. The goal is to get in there, get it hot, and get out before the heat spreads to anything else, especially on ESCs. Connectors, we're sure going to do really is just melt the housing, and you'll have to start over. But on an ESC, that heat will start spreading throughout the board, and you can, if you're in there long enough, you can unsolder other components or damage other components with the heat.
Yeah, that's happened to me quite often.
It's happened to everybody, unfortunately. But it's part of the learning process in my book too. So the other big thing is tip size. There's different size tips, soldering tip size. We'll leave it at that. Remember, family show.
I had to say it once. We keep we keep throwing that word out there, you know. That phrase.
Yeah. So obviously, if you're doing like servo wires, you're going to want something that is super, super tiny.
Okay.
Say, I generally do a lot of 12 gauge. That's what most of my ESCs that I do takes. This is the most common. I really need to invest in better cameras, I guess. Common size tip, just like a spade tip. Basically, it's flat on the very end, and it comes to kind of a point. And then this one's about burn up. It's about trashed. So it's just basically the same version, just wider. Larger tips will retain the heat better, so that as you come into the joint and to solder, it will not suck the heat out of the tip and then lower your temperature down enough that it's not soldering correctly, especially with a large gauge wire, like this connector. So there's an XT60. There's an XT30. There's a 90.
I think that's
then
the
there's
plug that I'm running on my 12S system, right?
The QS10.
QS10, yeah.
Yeah, they're a huge connector. But for high power, that's what you need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one with the fuse in it, right?
There's an anti-spark in it, yeah.
And that's okay.
So you don't get to when you plug it together.
Right, yeah.
That one requires large tips and lots of heat to make it work.
Yeah, I couldn't get it, so I had somebody else do it.
Yeah. That one would be a setting where I'm using a 900 degree, a large tip, or honestly, I would just step up to a big iron.
Gotcha.
So this one has no temp control. It's on or off, and it is hot, hot, hot. Versus what I normally use.
Gotcha.
The biggest piece of advice I can give is do not try to catch your soldering iron if you drop it.
Let it fall.
Let it go. Then pick it up.
As long as it don't go in your lap. But yeah, I've made that mistake once to try to catch it. Most irons will look like this. This is your heating element here. Then you got your tip that goes on. This is still a little bit warm yet. And then there's your cover. with your removable nut for holding everything together.
Okay, nice.
There's a different style. It uses like almost like an ink pen style cartridge that goes up. I don't have one of them, but it's just a different style, the same version basically, except for the heating elements. I'm pretty sure built into the whole thing on those, and it like locks in to the actual iron. As far as cleaning a tip, this is what I use. It's just like brass steel wool. Stick. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, brother.
No, you're good.
Sorry. Stick your iron in there when it's hot. Give it a good one of these numbers, and it'll pull all the gunk. We'll say 80% of the gunk off the end of it. Let this thing warm back up here real quick. And
Yeah, you can get those off of Amazon for $5, I think.
yeah, and the refill packs for them are just as cheap too.
Or you just
Dirt
get
cheap.
Shore Boy.
So see how it's not really wanting to, it melts, but it's not melting real quick. It's probably a little hard to see on there.
Yeah, we can see it. We can see it, brother.
So now it's melting a little faster. If you stick it in there and you clean it good, a clean tip is a happy tip. They solder better with a clean tip.
I'm an immature child. It's okay.
We all thought the same thing.
I am too. I'm just being hey. I'm a 12-year-old inside. Don't worry. Trust me.
So when you do that, what's the point of the sponge?
I don't use a sponge. It's the same deal. You put a little
Okay.
water on it and you can. I just don't use a sponge. I prefer this better.
Okay.
Yeah,
I-
well,
I
you
used
had
to
to use
use-
the brass, and then wipe it over the sponge and makes your tip super clean. That
Yeah,
way.
you can do that. I've used my sponge a little bit, but it's
Okay.
got some little BBs in it. I mean, it's a little dirty, but it always has that little and that weird smell. I don't like the weird smell.
I like the sound.
As long as it's that and not your hand, that's
right.
that's when
Oh,
it gets
yeah.
a lot worse.
Oh.
I think it should be a law if you're going to like solder, you should burn yourself once just to see what it feels
Oh
like.
yeah, no, I think I've nailed every single flange. It's either gotten water dripped on or just not paying attention and grabbing the wrong side of the handle. So
Yeah. What's the meme of the girl that's doing the soldering and she's holding it like this?
yeah,
I
like
remember that
right
floating
there,
around
you
quite a
just
bit.
made me super nervous because I thought you grabbed the blue one.
I almost did.
Oh, man.
I thought about it for a second.
Oh.
You would hear me yelp like a little dog.
Oh man.
So this is one of the big things I use. It's a silicone holder, and it will hold. If you choose the right one, it'll hold your XT60s, 90s,
Oh, gotcha.
bullets. You can shove a piece of wire in the side here. Of course, this is a loop. You wouldn't be soldering a loop, but you can shove wire in the side like that.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. So I found this. The company that makes this actually makes microphones for the guitar industry, and they make like little dials and stuff for the guitar industry. So it's called the Hot Holder Hobby.
Okay.
And there's a bit salty, but they're well worth it in my opinion.
Yeah.
Or my other favorite go-to is just one of these little vices from Harbor Freight. Chuck your fittings up in it.
Did Harbor Freight put you up to this? Oh, they sponsoring you right now.
They should sponsor.
Yeah.
They should. Got good prices.
they're just down the road, like a couple miles. 'Cause I live out in the country, and they're easy,
Oh, yeah.
convenient, and I mean, if the
I
stuff
got
works,
one
it
too. It's
works.
like
You know?
5 minutes away from here.
Yeah. So I've had this for several years, and I love it. This is probably my go-to thing 90% of the time. If I'm doing a truck, I can set this right up next to the truck and have the truck sitting like right here with the ESC and do it, or I can lay it on top of it, and it moves all over, moves around, or like me where I do like a lot of production stuff, I can stack like 5 connectors in here
Nice.
and do them all at the same time. So this is pretty handy if it'll zoom in. I mean, the jaws don't like the heat all that well, but they'll do it.
If I'm not mistaken, Harbor Freight also has the helping hand with the magnifying glass on it.
Yes, I've seen that in there.
Yeah,
I'm not to that age yet where I need the magnifying glass.
No,
We
I
do.
don't.
We
yeah,
do. We do.
Dennis,
We,
gotcha.
we do. We do, Dustin.
I
That's
don't
me.
use
Hey, it's okay. It's coming. I turn 43 next month, so it's coming. I do have one though, just in case. Because some of those ESCs are hard to see anymore. They are getting kind of small.
Or crimping the terminals for like servo plugs or JSDs.
Yes.
They're small.
What connectors do you guys run?
XT90s or XTs.
Yeah, XTs.
XTs.
That's what I prefer is the XT series a lot. To me, it's a lot better connector. It's easier to solder, assemble, heat shrink. If you got the little covers, some of them can have little covers that goes over the end. I just usually use a heat shrink on them. Like here's one I put a set of bullets on with the connector. Working on it kind of backwards here.
No, we can see you're on the front camera.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're all good, really. Well, the old Tamayas aren't that great, but they're all pretty good. Some of them are just such a pain to assemble. Like the EC series are such a pain to assemble that I generally steer people away from them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a little sneak peek. This is change cameras again here. I'll probably be doing this a lot, unfortunately.
No, do
Hopefully
it,
didn't
do
bother
it.
anybody.
Sure, brother.
But this is one of my containers of different connectors. If you guys ever see me at Beach Creek, I have these with me. And I'm
For days.
Yes.
digging in and out of them all the time. When you're assembling the EC connectors, there is a difference in the way they're made. And of course, you can never find anything when you want. Some of the little, let me dig one out here. So this might be even harder to see because this is pretty smaller detail. So right there is a little hump. That's what locks the ring inside of the connector.
Mm-hmm.
Inside that connector is a little ring.
Yes, I got a question about that. Are you supposed to slide that in while it's still hot, or do you let it cool, then slide it in?
No, well, it depends. Some connectors, you solder this on first.
Right.
And then put it in. Some of them, you got to put the wire through, solder it on, and pull it back.
Right. But do you
That's
do that when you hit the plastic point? Like, is it still supposed to be hot to where it pops in and melts? Or do you want it to be cool so it pops in and grabs?
So what I do, you want it cool because you
Okay.
don't want to knock that little ring out.
Okay.
You want it to. I take a heat gun and warm the connector up.
Okay.
So it's not like super soft, but it's a little bit pliable.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get both these here together and find something else to point with here. So these are two EC5 connectors. It's not going to zoom in good enough, and I apologize.
No, no worries, brother.
If you can just cup your hand behind it, it might
Yes,
focus.
under it. There you go, right
There you
there.
go.
There we go. Perfect.
So the one that's closest to me has the little divot bump at the rear of the connector, like towards my thumb.
That's it.
The other one has the divot, the bump closer to my pinky.
Okay.
So the one farthest away from me, you would solder first and then insert to the connector. The one closest to me, you would shove the wire through, solder, and pull back.
Uh-huh.
And it's all in how and where that taper's at.
Yeah.
And it all depends on where they were made, what company actually made them, where you bought them.
Now,
Is the
see, my
housing-
biggest challenge to that is how do you not make it look like a booger solder? I mean, like my solder goes everywhere and it bubbles up. Like, how do you get it to lay down so smooth and evenly? Like
We'll get there.
there.
We'll get there.
So being that you're right here and you're talking about those terminals, the terminals are different, but is the connectors the same?
The connector's the same.
So
So
it doesn't
the
matter.
housing-
You just got to pay
housing's the
attention
same.
to what terminal that you have
Yes.
putting into the
Yes.
housing. Okay.
The housing doesn't, as I've seen right now, the housing does not matter. It's only the connector or only the terminal itself.
Good to know. I didn't know that either.
So here's another tidbit information also. You have, well, let me grab one of the other ones. Hang on. All right, $1 for every time I get these things out during the day. Some days, I'd be able to afford some McDonald's. So you have a male and a female connector, and you have male and female bullets. I didn't get the bullet out. Apologize. When you are looking for the connector, a lot of them will go by ESC or battery size. Especially the IC series, they'll say device or battery, which makes it really handy. Sometime when you're searching for them, it's not that simple. So this is a male bullet because obviously without an anatomy lesson, it goes in the female bullet. The male bullet goes with the female housing. The female bullet goes with the male housing.
Hmm.
When I first placed one of my big orders, this bit me backwards because I honestly did not know that it was backwards. When you order these, you order them by the bullet, not the connector. Or yes, by the not the housing, you order them by the bullet itself or by the terminal. So when you say you need a female plug, this is what you're getting, even though it's a male housing.
Right.
So just a little tidbit because that bit me in the butt one time. I needed one and got the other, which is cool. They all get used eventually. You guys want to see some soldering now?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Okay. Red, black generally goes red positive, black negative. There is other colors. Some people I've seen sell some fancier purple and yellow and green and whatnot. Just watch your polarities. Make sure positive is positive, negative is negative. Bad stuff happens if you do them the wrong way.
Yep.
I like to say stuff gets spicy.
Hmm.
For a few
I
minutes.
use, for a few minutes. So I just use a pair of these pinch strippers. It pinches it and pulls it apart. Works real well. Plus, for what I do where I'm doing batch systems, I get consistent amount removed every time. This piece in here slides. You can slide this back and forth to get whatever depth you want.
Do you twist your tips? Yep. Okay.
I twist. Yep. I twist. That reduces the overall diameter. Let's do these so I can show you one of each. These I'll solder both ahead of time because they're just open ends. So I can insert one from each direction. Normally you would take, again, the one with a bump at the rear. You would insert through your housing, solder on, and then push it back in. I actually like this style better than I do the ones that you have to insert from the rear.
But aren't you afraid that when you go to pull it, you're gonna pull your wire out of the solder?
You don't pull it. I use my vise, and we'll have this sitting in my vise,
Right.
and I'll take a punch, stick it on the terminal, and whack it with my hand.
Okay. Now you can do that with a female, but well, so are there any males that have to be pulled through?
I'm not gonna say I haven't seen them because I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't.
It's just not a common thing. Male.
It's just not a common.
Okay.
And I don't do a lot of the EC connectors. I tend to steer people towards the XT series just because they're a lot easier. So, if at all possible, I try to avoid them because it's easy to mess these housings up driving them in.
Nope, totally get that.
Which is why I have way more connectors than I do housings. Once again, clean tip. Clean tip's a happy tip. One connector, and that's the nice thing I like about this is there's multiple holes where you can stick these things in anywhere. I usually do like this one right here. So you have your. I'm gonna try to lower this just a little bit for you guys. Let's see if I can drop everything here. I apologize for the shaking.
You're good.
No, no worries, brother.
We're worried about learning how to solder, not your video qualities.
Yep. I
Yeah,
need to not the booger weld.
Yeah. So take one wire. Tin your iron first. Again, no additional flux, only using what's internally in the solder. If while you're soldering, once that smoke disappears,
right,
your flux is burned out.
Okay.
That solder that is on my tip now, which is hard to see, it's no good. You need to clean your tip. Get that solder off there. Again, you got a split second before that smoke disappears. That smoke is the flux burning off that's internally in the solder.
Okay.
So what I like to do is be all ready, and I'll hold my iron generally under the wire so heat rises. It'll heat up.
Are you on top of the wire right now, or
I'm underneath. I'm actually on the bottom side of it.
So your solder though, is that on top of the wire, or are you hitting it just in the corner of?
I'm hitting it just
the tip,
just in the corner where the tip is touching the wire.
Ooh, there we go. That's clean. That's crisp. Oh, that wire's a little abrasive in the face.
Yeah, a little right there.
Yeah, that works.
I'm trying.
You're good. You're good.
So underneath,
there we go.
Solder in the corner.
Okay.
Again,
See, now
same
when
thing
I
on this
get to
side.
that point, every time I pull away, that solder just wants to stick on the gun.
So you're not hot enough on your tip,
Okay.
or your tip's dirty,
Okay.
or your wire's dirty. That's generally it. Something's dirty, or you're not hot enough.
We know he's dirty.
And he's
Sorry.
not hot enough either, right?
Yeah,
Apparently.
exactly.
Oh,
Hear it
he's
from
hot.
me.
Here we go.
I'm sorry. I can't help it.
That's after
It's
10.
okay.
That's after 10, Rob.
No judgment here, you know. So again,
Yeah, I mean, like you're making this look so easy, and I'm like, I had to do
well,
a job over the weekend, and I don't know.
give it a second. Let the heat transfer into the wire, and it'll wick right up and around. If
If
everything
yeah,
is,
perfect there, Dustin. Right there. It looks perfect. Yep, keep it there.
don't be afraid to move your tip around on the wire either.
Yeah. See, you just laid it down perfect.
Yeah. All that practice he has, man.
Except for there's one little weird strand, and I missed a little spot there. Always inspect it because it's easy to miss a little spot.
Yeah.
While you do that as well, Dustin, we showing also Josh also he's soldering some stuff there as well.
I'm
Okay.
making jumper wires for speed runs. These are
Mm.
EC8,
Wow.
so I can run dual packs.
Oh, nice,
Yep.
nice.
And make
So-
sure when you buy wire, it's heat wire, not just some whatever wire.
Mm.
For the
Unless you're gonna
RCs, you need
unless you're going to practice.
you need a silicone based wire.
Okay.
The silicone wires allow nice flexibility
Mm-hmm.
and everything without kinking. A super
And-
high strand count.
And they'll have a heat rating on them, right, Dustin?
Yes, it should have a heat rate on it.
It's hard to see, but
hard to
that's
see.
200.
Yeah,
Celsius.
200C.
And the silicone on it won't melt like the regular plastic or rubber insulated wire.
Right.
Now this is an 8-gauge wire here, so it's rated
Same,
at 200C.
yeah, same what I was using.
So you want something that is a super
Right.
fine strand. Let me flay these out just a little bit here. So when it comes to electricity, it flows on the outside of the wire. It doesn't flow through the center of the wire. It actually flows around each individual strand. So the more finer strands you can have, the higher the amperage it can carry for the same size wire.
Wow.
Also, the silicone jacket allows a higher amperage to flow through it also, because your PVC, like typical PVC wire, the jacket will melt. If you're trying to run like high amperage through it, stuff like that. It's a whole bunch of terminology, and it even gets way above my head sometimes. There, that's not bad. At least it doesn't look bad on my end.
No, it
it's-
looks good. It looks good, brother.
So now, are you gonna put solder on those and
Yes.
you melt it all together? Okay.
Yep. So stick it in there, and especially like on just when it's a terminal and there's no housing or anything like that, give it a second. Let it transfer that heat in. No problem at all. A little bit of solder. Maybe even a little bit more.
Mm.
See how it's almost kind of boiling in there a little bit?
Yes, yes.
That's what you want. You want it hot. Like I said, the hotter you get it, the quicker you can get in and get out, so you don't damage anything. So if you can transfer the heat from your tip to whatever you're soldering, the better you can do that, the better your joint's going to be. And don't blow on the joints either. Let them cool off naturally. So hot wire is already tinned.
You notice how he's got the tip on both pieces, so the heat gets transferred to both things at the same time.
I
Okay.
see that. Yes, I see that. I see that.
Sorry, I get to focus on what I'm doing and forget to talk sometimes.
No,
you're
you're
no,
good.
that's all
You're
right.
good.
Do
You're
your
good.
thing.
That's
No,
what we're here for.
that's
Look at that.
something that I always pick up on, and I forget what I'm doing. I'm always trying to heat one or the other. And when you're trying to put the
No.
wire solder to the bullet, you need to get the bullet to the temperature as
Yes.
well.
Mhm.
You want that right in there the whole time, so that it transfers that heat to it.
Mhm.
And then
Now, so see me now, if I would have done that silicone, like all of that would have been melted.
you won't melt the silicone. Like
So that's
Like,
just
you
crappy
can't-
wire I'm using then.
Yep.
yeah, the
Good
silicone doesn't melt. So like it'll discolor and it'll change a white color, but it doesn't melt.
Wire test right there. That's the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No. Mine would have went droop. It would have went, just
yeah,
all bad.
I was waiting for it to fall off.
Yeah.
Then you guys laugh at me, see?
I tell you, what I did was what really helped me out a lot is I went to Harbor Freight, buy a cheap roll of automotive type wire, get you some solder, the regular stuff,
Mhm.
and just butt them together. Just like put them in a vise like he's doing there, and just practice, 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 and practice. And you're not wasting good RC wire.
Yes, yes. That's a good
I mean,
idea.
I went to a class on it, and that's the only thing they've made us do is we just sat there and kept doing it over and over and over. The more you do it, the better off you get with the flow.
Yep. And everybody's technique's a little different. I'm sure that
bullet would
I
be
don't do it
covered
the
in
way.
fluff if I was doing it.
Yeah. See, I don't use extra flux. And I think
Right.
that's where maybe some people like they get too
Yeah.
much on there. Like,
Yeah.
and I just got some cheap flux I can put on there just to
Everybody's
show you.
always told me I needed it. Like I had to have it. Like you can't solder unless you have flux. Okay.
If you're using solid core wire that doesn't have it built in, then yes, you need it.
Mm-hmm.
So
You're a plumber.
yeah, if you're if you're a plumber, don't buy the hardware store solder. Even though it says electrical, it is pure snot. The cheap stuff off, I mean the really, really cheap stuff off Amazon, don't buy it. If you're going to solder your own stuff, invest in a roll of quality solder. That to me, that's probably rule number one. I would rather have a cheap iron and a good quality solder.
Rule 2 is the diameter. Pay attention to the diameter.
You want a fine.
Yes, you don't want some big old fat piece of solder just for
No,
doing
so-
like 2-watt battery cables.
Yeah, this is some hardware store solder here. This is like 1/16 of an inch in diameter. 1.6. So this is almost like double what this is.
Oh yeah, I see
Do
that.
not want this.
Yep. I'm using .032.
Yeah, I think that's what this is. .031 is what mine is that I use. And this right here was that. This is what you see at most hardware stores. The Forney brand. And I recommend leaded solder. If you're soldering a lot like I do, it can be a little rough. Use a vent or have a vented area. You don't want a fan blowing across it, because it'll cool your joint down too fast. So you don't want a fan blowing across it.
Okay.
what I have is I printed out. I've got a couple 3D printers, so I just got on the Thingiverse thing and found a little HEPA filter. Is all this is. It's dirty, but this filters out all the stuff. It's got a little fan inside there, and depending on what you get, you can run it with either the power supply that comes with a fan. Excuse me, I apologize. I've got a power supply here on my bench that I run it off of, and then it just uses one of these kids flexible tubes I stole from my kids. That's why it's pink. And then I super glued some magnets to it to stick to stuff.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. There's fancier ones you can buy on Amazon or whatnot. That one, because of it being a real HEPA filter, is a little expensive. I think I've got $40-ish in that buying it. So let me change back to this one, readjust stuff since I moved everything. I talk to myself a lot too.
We do too. It's okay.
It's what keeps me kind of sane or insane. I'm not sure.
Ish.
Yeah. So back to this one where I put additional flux in there. One, it's going to smoke like crazy.
Look how hot that got.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah. So the additional flux, if you have, like, if you're reusing connectors, if your wire is like old and has maybe some dirtiness to it, that's when you need the additional flux.
Okay.
Let me see. So this one actually has like a little cupped cutout. It's not all the way hollow. It actually has a little cup to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, we see it on one side. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, you just put your solder in there, and I like to try to do this in a fairly fluid motion so everything stays hot. It takes a second sometimes to get all that heat to transfer over. This is where having a hotter iron helps out because you can bump it up. So I flipped it to the hot temperature, 896, and
Okay.
we're one more second. There, we're at full temp now. So pretend you're in a little bit. And if you can, I generally try to roll them in a little bit with the direction of the twist. Not always feasible. This is not going to be that great connection just because of the way I'm holding it to try and show you guys. And then you can come back in and add a little bit more solder if you can get everything hot enough. Let me change this to a flat position. Oop, see, then that happens too.
Happens to me all the time.
I'm sure that's happened. When soldering to them higher temperatures, that wire gets hot.
Yeah.
Like it is. It's not burning me, but I really want to let go.
And you're not blowing on it right now, you said.
No, I don't ever blow on them. You can cool them off too fast and create what they call a cold joint.
What's that?
So then a cold joint looks okay, but the solder didn't actually attach to the wire and the connector.
Okay.
So when you start running like crawler, you would probably never notice it on. If you had like X Max or something like that, where you're running high amperage batteries or something would draw to high amperage, that's where you notice the joint would eventually just come apart. And then you're looking at like a random wire sticking out, and you're like, well, what is this? You probably had a cold joint. It's happened to all of us at some point.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I generally, personally myself, I look for when it cools down for it to be shiny. Because typically a cold joint is not shiny. It has a
Yeah,
but
it'll
like
have
a matte look to it.
it'll have a little bit of a dull look to it generally. If you solder way high, you can also get that look to it too. Like this one here has that matte look to it, and it is structurally it's okay. Like I would trust this joint. It's just been too hot. Again, if I was sitting down here and everything was perfect, it would just be an in and out thing, and I'd be done with it. Assembling these. I apologize. I am going to turn on a heat gun. It may be slightly loud for you guys.
No worries, brother.
Hopefully it's
Zoom.
not too bad.
No, Zoom cuts that out.
Yeah.
Like we can't even hear it.
You can't hear that at all.
Nope.
No.
That's the beauty of Zoom right there.
That's awesome.
Powered screw guns and stuff like that, it'll cut it out.
So I'm not looking to like melt the connector, but I want it good and warm,
Okay.
good and hot. This is the one that we drive in from the backside. If I can do this without messing it up. That rubber mat kind of messes it up a little bit because it will allow this thing to flip sideways. There. That connector is installed.
Oh, that's
Now,
simple.
ideally, I would have stripped this wire a little bit shorter so that it was hid back inside the connector a little bit more. That's the other reason why I don't like these two is you can't put heat shrink on them or nothing to get rid of them that way. Or to not get rid of them, but to hide that part right there. So, hey, I even put it in the right side. Look at me.
Hey,
So
right there, one of our veterans put there on a rare serious note from someone who knows how bad lung issues hurt. Very proper leaf for soldering, painting, etc. You don't want your lungs damaged. Trust me. Prayers, my brother.
yes, proper ventilation. It doesn't take much to hurt you at all, especially over a period of time. Unfortunately. So this is the other one that has the taper on the back side. So traditionally, I would have stuck my wire through this side here. Oops, sorry. I would have stuck this wire through this side here, soldered my terminal on it, and we would pulling it back through this way. But since I just have leads, I can shove it in this way. So I've soldered it on. This piece here is tapered this side. Now I need to heat this connector here.
Okay.
So we heat this side. And see, in the process of talking, I did get the one side a little too hot and kind of bubbled the bleed a little bit. This is why I do not like these. I got to move to my other vise. I got a metal vise mounted to the side of my bench here, and it holds everything a lot better, a lot more secure. There. All I did was same deal I was doing here. I could just hold on to it better. Put that in there. Take your hand and bump it on top, and it will drive it down inside there. You just need that plastic to be able to swell a little bit to allow that connector in without knocking that ring out of the inside of it.
So there's no real good way to service that.
No, that's why I don't like these.
Gotcha.
Now, once this is assembled, this is a done deal. This connector, you can shove it back out, but when you do, it takes that little ring out that's on the inside, and then the housing's no good. So you can reuse the terminals, you just can't reuse the housings.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Versus if you went with like a icy series. Where are they at? They're here. Icy series will solder just like an XT series connector will. This is what all your Spectrum cars or ESC style are using, is the same style of connector. You say you're replacing the end on your ESC. I got it wrong one, but this is still work. On your Spectrum ESC that has the little third wire, that third wire is only needed for communication to the factory remote.
Yes.
So you can take that little third wire, and I will fold it back on the negative wire and put a little piece of heat shrink on it, and you can change out to a different style connector.
Mm. And it will still
Your
communicate.
battery, it doesn't need to communicate. It won't communicate no longer if you don't hook this up.
After that, okay, gotcha.
Your batteries have to have that third wire.
Yes.
Especially the G2 Spectrums, because that is how they balance. They communicate with the charger through that wire. So you cannot get rid of that.
Yeah. That's what we use for our veterans, especially the ones who we started using that a couple of years ago just for safety issues. Some of our guys that, are not familiarized with the hobby, never been on a hobby, just for safety issues on that regard.
They are super simple. That's what I love about them.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I have or have not covered that anybody's wanting to see? I know we're getting kind of low.
No, we're good, man. We love this kind of classes, Dustin. We are very grateful. Any questions here on the chat and on the panel, feel free to jump in. Very grateful of Dustin helping us out with these classes.
I tend to ramble and I kind of throw a lot of information out there.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Yeah. We like it.
I learned of everything that I'm doing wrong, so it's fantastic. I appreciate
Robert,
it.
you and I would be wearing like this heat glove, right?
Yep. I need like a heat blanket over my legs.
An apron.
Because no lie, I dropped an X-Acto blade, a hobby knife on my leg today at work.
Oh Lord!
And I looked like Ace Ventura, like it was like sticking. Yeah, It was...
So the question is it still there?
Well, no, I took it out.
Okay.
Blood everywhere, but it was fine. Ruined a pair of shorts.
Oh
Lord. Like I tell my daughters, it's a long ways from your heart. You're fine.
Yes.
My goodness, love this.
Yeah, my thighs look like a
soldering's a wormhole that I love. A lot of people hate it. A lot of people are, I don't want to say scared, but really cautious of it. To me, it's enjoyable because I sit in my shed. I've got a TV in front of me. I do this. I watch you guys some nights. Just depends what I've got going on. And if I remember, sometimes that's a big deal if I remember. There's a local guy to me that does a Monday Night Live too that I generally watch first, and then I'll come in and comment on you guys there towards the end.
And all this stuff is all about repetition, right? Like some of the guys mentioned early, it's all about repetition and getting that practice going, like Joe mentioned earlier.
Yeah. Just do it. Practice it. Forget about it for a couple months. Practice it again. It's like anything. You're never going to get good or even decent until you do it enough times to remember.
you also have to make fun that you have to do all the soldering for that local guy you watch on Monday nights too, because he calls you like, "Hey, make me that. Hey, solder this up for me."
If we were closer, I'm afraid he would be at my house all the time doing stuff, or I'd be doing stuff for him. Yeah, we live. Well, we're probably 2 hours apart
Mm-hmm.
because I'm an hour, a little hour. Sorry, a little bit more than an hour north of Indianapolis, Indiana. So, and if you guys want sometime, I can come back and we can go in more in depth of how to do more connectors. I just knew these were a trouble, and I knew a lot of people struggled with them in the past.
No, we love that. We want to continue to do this type of classes every now and then. Dustin come in, and then next one we want to bring some veterans out so they could, ask questions while they're doing it, and maybe with them with hands on, we can correct them there, you send them and whatnot,
I
Maybe
wish-
something on doing like a brushed motor that might have went bad that they have to desolder, replace the motor.
Yeah. I was trying to think if I had one close. We'll do that next time.
Yeah.
Have anybody that wants to have any suggestions or anything specific they want to have, feel free to send me a message through Messenger on my DR custom wiring page.
Yeah.
I will gladly help you out whenever I can. I don't have any problems with that by any means. We're all here to help.
Yeah, definitely. We may do this on a private setting, right, with some of our guys that don't want some of our veterans that they don't want to be alive and whatnot. So that's another option also we could do as well. And some of our veterans here on the panel in the chat, any other classes that we want to continue to be doing this, we could bring somebody jump in and see the way that they do stuff. Everybody, like Dustin mentioned, have different system how to do stuff there. So it's always good to learn, right? We're always learning. So that's awesome, man. Some stuff there. Next one's gonna be Robert. He's gonna be doing the soldering, right? And then we're gonna be we're gonna put on the spotlight, and
I'll be the guy these are what you don't do, okay? And then
the do and
Dustin
don'ts.
here's like, this is the correct way. This is the wrong way. That'll work.
It's all a way. It's just whether it's okay way or not okay way.
As long as there's no shoe goo that's involved, you're okay.
Liquid tape hiding stuff.
Yeah. If you're using liquid tape or shoe goo, no, that's not how you do it.
I did.
The
try
reason
that
he
once.
says that is we had a guy. So I was doing a Tamaya semi truck speed run challenge, and it was me and this guy out in Jersey battling back and forth. I was like at 58, he hit 59 mile an hour, and it had to be 2S and stock tires and stuff. My transmission blew apart. So Keith in Texas, he's like, "Hey, I'll send you my transmission so you can get a last run in." He sent it with the motor hooked up, and all the wires on that motor were shoe gooed together, not a drop of solder. So when I sent it back, it was all freshly greased and all soldered up for him so he could hook it up the right way.
Nice. Safety first, right? Safety first. Yeah, so Raymond E. Tanner said did a lot of welding, brazing, soldering in his military career, MOS, on his job in the military. Yep. Man, love this stuff. I see, guys, there's a bunch of people have been jumping in on the raffle. Make sure to put the code. What is it? GCM. Yes. GCM, guys. Make sure to post there GCM on the code. GCM. Make sure to do that, and we are very grateful. Everybody be jumping in and on this raffle. It is helping tremendously our cause. You know, code GCN for our raffle for the raffle. On the notes, whatever for the
Service
notes.
fees for payment.
Yes, whatever service you guys use for to send the payment, make sure that those notes put GCM on that, guys. That's very important on that. So
Would you guys like to see something slightly sketchy?
do it. That's we're here for. We still have some time. We got like 12 more minutes. Go ahead,
So
Dustin. Show it.
I've kind of got into building like custom battery packs also, and I don't recommend this for the average person because, again, when stuff goes south, it can go very, very south very quick. Battery packs tend to get spicy when you do stuff incorrectly. So I've got into kind of like off-grid solar systems a little bit. I live in the woods, so I can't have solar panels yet.
Whatever you do,
Trees.
don't make it spicy for yourself. Okay.
I am not going to do
We
that.
don't want to do that while we're live.
No. Yeah.
No witnesses.
So underneath this towel is a battery pack I've built.
Jeez.
This is
Elon Musk is coming after you now. Looks familiar.
That's crazy. Wow.
So this is a 12-volt battery that is 300 amp hours.
Damn.
So in RC world, that would be 300,000 milliamps.
300S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next, boys and girls, I'm going to show you my flux capacitor.
Yeah.
Wow.
I hesitated showing this for a second.
Look at it shimmer.
Wow, brother.
So these are all bus bars.
Those are bolt together bus bars.
Yep, they're bolt together cells. They have M6 cells in them, or the threads are M6 bolts.
Wow,
Nice.
that's impressive, brother.
So this will deliver. I've got a pretty small battery control module in it, but this could output 300 amps, I think it is. I'd have to go back and look at the math again, but this will do 300 amp hours. So I could draw 300 amps for an hour, or whatever the other math is that, because I ain't mathing today very well.
That's crazy, man. Very impressive, bro.
And it charges via solar?
Well, that'd be 3 amps at 300 hours.
Yeah, basically. Right now, I just use these cheap Amazon chargers. Now, this is a 10 amp charger, so it takes forever to do this one.
Mm-hmm.
These are the same chargers I use for my battery pack, my ammo can battery packs I build. I like them just because they're simple. I just keep this battery pack covered up because of my
So what do you
kids
use
out here. I
this
don't want
battery pack for?
right now, just to stare at and see how pretty it looks. The goal is to put it in a like a Milwaukee pack out.
Okay.
And it's going to run a 1,000 watt. No, I have a 2,000 watt inverter for it, and it will be solar charged. So, like when I go to my ultimate goal is when I go to beat the creek, I want a solar powered setup for soldering, so I don't have to listen to a generator run.
That would work.
But I would like it to also be able to start my generator on its own and charge if the solar is not keeping up.
Okay. I like it. That works.
YouTube's a horrible thing sometimes. Watching videos on there and seeing stuff.
Ooh, that's candy.
That is the problem, especially the people that are new and don't know what they're watching is the proper way to do stuff. So yeah.
Yes, that's why I show that with a major disclaimer of if anybody's ever going to do any of their own battery work, educate yourself. deeply.
Yeah, don't watch that
It-
guy that's on there that is messing with electricity and he does everything wrong, and he shows you the do nots. Yeah, have you guys seen that guy?
He shocks himself all the
He
time.
shocks himself all the time, electrocutes him, fire. I mean, like,
Electric
this guy does like all the crazy things with batteries.
Electro Boom is his channel, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that guy is actually really, really intelligent. He does that all just for show. So that's my other side hobby. Along with, I've got 3 bamboo 3D printers now.
Nice.
I have kind of a new version of the charge case that some of you guys have seen. How much stuff I can knock off here? I'm sorry?
One of these days I will be getting one.
What do you mean charge case?
Oh, they're
Oh, there you go,
slick.
Robert. Now you're gonna fall in love.
So
Let's see.
this is
I'm
the
listening.
top deck.
Oh, Siri, stop it.
Go ahead.
Oh Lord.
Sorry.
I can't pin him, Hobby. Getting bumped out. I lost my privileges.
Why? I know some rare. There you go.
Probably
Something
where
happened
my
early.
computer just restarted.
Go ahead, brother.
So
You
this
have it.
is the top lid to a charge case that I build. So this is a new prototype I'm working on. I can get it a little bit higher without just knocking everything off my shelf. So this is generally detached here. I just have the pins out of it right now. Charging cables go in these ports here. There's a link cable that goes from here up to the chargers, storage here, voltmeter here, dual USBs, on-off switch here. These are the ISTT Q6 Nano chargers. These chargers are $35-ish on Amazon. They will do up to 8 amps. They, in my mind, they are the best charger on the market. Their only downfall is their DC power only. That's the biggest complaint with them.
Now, with that charging case, what batteries or how many batteries would you have in that?
So this is going to come in 2 versions. This will come in a 110 volt / DC version where you can just plug it into the wall, or you could run it off of like a auxiliary car battery, or like the big battery pack I just showed you.
Mm-hmm.
Or it'll come with a 35 amp hour pack built into it. So you'd have 35,000 milliamps available, basically. Yeah.
So you
35.
you can charge a whole weekend at Beat the Creek and not have to worry about it.
Depending on pack size, yeah. And charge your phone. There's some variables in there, but yes, basically. And that'll do 2 batteries at a time, up to 8 amps each. There's actually some math that goes in that because it's 200 watts. So you got to do some math involved in it to get to the full amperage. But so I got the new printers to start making that. I don't know if you can tell or not. This case actually has a seam right down the middle.
Oh, yeah. We can see that. Yep, a little bit.
Yeah, it's not bad, but I got one of the new bamboo X or H2S's, so I'll be able to print this in one piece.
Nice.
Whenever I quit working Saturdays at work, and I don't know when that's going to be.
Amazing job, brother. Amazing job on that. Good stuff there. We have 4 more minutes. We're gonna start saying our goodbye soon. Man, this is just awesome, Dustin. Amazing job, brother. We love it. We enjoyed it. I know the guys did and people here in the chat. Any ideas for future classes, guys? We want to bring Dustin down the road again so we could do more stuff here, right? And they have some of the guys here as well, soldering and doing different options and whatnot, so people can see there. Any suggestion and future classes? Feel free to mention it to us, guys, and we'll gladly we could get those classes done. All our veterans are listening as well, or watch this video later on. Also reach out to us. Let us know, hey guys, we would like to, if you guys give us classes on whatever, on this stuff, and we gladly do that for you all. So good stuff, man. Go ahead.
Hey, Dustin, are you able
Yes.
to make those charging packs using other
Brand.
chargers? Like,
I
for
could.
example, like Gens Ace, IMARS, S100.
I could. The problem with that is because they're a bigger charger, it wouldn't be able to go in the lid. It would have to go in the bottom.
Okay.
That case with that lid only has so much room in there. Basically, you got about 1.5 inches thickness, which is what those chargers are, inch and a quarter. So that's the limiting factor. That's why I chose those chargers, because they fit in there really well.
Okay.
Not
these
that
are
not
40
that something
millimeters
else.
wide. Okay.
Yeah, not that something else couldn't be done or designed or made or even looked at. I would be willing if somebody was interested in something doing anything. Because the IMARS will take DC input, so that's not a problem. So a lot of chargers will only do a lower amperage when they're plugged into the wall versus if you run them on DC. You can usually get a higher amperage charging out of them if you run them off DC power versus plugging them into the wall. Because of the built-in power supply in the chargers, there's not enough room to have a big power supply in there.
The other thing that Dustin makes is these long charge leads.
Oh, let me see.
Instead of getting like the short little octopus style that has all the connectors on it.
Yes.
You can keep this.
Don't buy the octopus ones.
No, you can keep this away from your charger instead of having it right up against it. They're really nice. I mean, he's got the balance ports on it. Got everything that you want. He's got different connector ends.
So this one here that I'm showing, actually, I stack XT30, 60, and 90 in the end of it.
Wow.
And I also make one too that has a little red JST right here for the little bitty packs that run on like the hard park car or smaller packs. Like this is a 30, but yeah, it's hard to see there. I was looking all over the place.
Sorry.
Which one is that, Joe? Oh, those, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that run a little JST. I also make this version that has a little JST connector in there too.
Nice.
The problem that I warn people with this and with the octopus leads, when you plug something into any of these terminals, doesn't matter which one, all the rest of them are hot. So if you tend to be like me and you have a bunch of crap laying on your bench and a random screw or something flies in there,
it's time to get
because you bumped it. Yeah, it's gonna get spicy. So I warn of that. Same thing with your octopus leads. If you're charging with your XT60, your Dean's connector on there, if it doesn't have the cover on it, you have 2 live terminals that are facing out there that anything can go across.
Now, would you be able to design like a simple cap that'll fit into those outlets? And then
so
pull it out.
I'm going to move my computer for a second. I apologize again. I need to perfect it a little bit more
Let me see what you got.
It's a TPU printed
Okay.
plug
See,
that
that's
goes in there.
exactly what I had in my mind. Something like that. But something
Yeah.
with just like a little, like a pinch. Or yeah, you can do a
Yeah.
strap like that. This way you don't lose them. That
Yeah,
works.
it'd just be a strap that went around
Yeah.
to the back side of it.
See, problem solved. No more spicy.
No more spicy. If you put it in place.
Oh yeah.
Hey, safety first
Oh
always.
yeah.
Safety first.
At
It's
that
kind of
point,
like,
it's on the user. It's no longer on you.
yes. Yep. Yeah.
I'm no comment on that one. We're going to leave that one alone.
Hey, man.
I have to think about stuff like that all day long. So you're good.
Yeah, I was going to show, if we got just a couple more seconds where I can show one more thing.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Go
That's
ahead.
cool stuff.
I don't want to hang you guys out any longer than I need to. Okay, so this is something I designed before Beach Creek.
Ooh, buttons.
So this has a simple on-off switch and a simple dial. You have a fuse here, XT60 here, servo connector, and a red JST connector. This
Servo
is
tester.
a servo tester.
I like that switch. Ejector seater, cuz. Put that on my
servo
truck.
slash.
You know me, I can't
ES
sit still. If I had that in front of me, I'd be playing with the buttons like it's a fidget toy.
So this has its own built-in battery pack, though.
Okay.
So a lot of guys go to swap meets, Beach Creek, where you're buying used stuff. Have you ever got the story? And I'm not judging people of, oh yeah, it works great. Get it back to your bench, go put it on, dead. Now we can test right in front of them and tell them that it is in fact not great.
Mm.
So here's a 1080 SE. If I do this correctly, turn it on, you'll get your couple beeps. You have to find the center, but your motor turns. I don't know if you can hear that or not.
Oh, but we can see. I
No,
see
but you can
something.
see
moving,
the armature spinning.
Yeah,
Can
I
you?
saw something moving. Yep.
Yeah. So with an ESC, you have to find center. Once you find center, it's just like doing your remote for the first time. Find your center, basically sit in your center point, and then it'll do the beepy thing like they like to do. And then, well, that didn't work. But you can adjust forward, reverse. Now, it does not put a load on it, and you're not going to be able to run it long because it is a tiny little battery inside there.
Mm.
It is just a little 300 milliamp battery that's in the back of it.
3S?
2S.
3S. So you have to make sure ESC is capable with 3S.
Okay.
This is
But
so cool, man.
It'll run servos. It'll run ESCs.
Servos, I got to find center too.
Servo, you don't have to. You plug a servo in, it'll work.
We'll just go.
What power does it put out to the servos? 6 volt, 7.4, 8.4?
Sorry, I'm looking. My brain went blank for a second. On the JST, it puts out 3S power. So when you have like your Three Brothers servos that have the direct wire.
And what about on your Amazon?
Now, a regular servo, it will, I think it's 7.4 is what I have it set for, but it might be 6. I'd have to double check that again. So,
well, that's a 312, G12.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, the Amazon special.
Can you make that smaller?
can I make it smaller?
Yeah.
The problem is the components inside.
Okay.
There's possibly.
I
Okay.
think it's cool, Dustin. I don't care. what
Short,
Robert
easy
says.
answer.
Oh no, I love it.
Yeah,
I love
that's me put a lanyard on it and I'm good. That's a swap
Yeah.
meet buddy right there.
it.
So it,
Is that the knob that we use to get you going? Is that what it is?
No, but if you're stopping for shit, I mean that is perfect.
Yeah.
And then you can
Yeah,
use that
so
to
this-
center. You could use that to center your servos and stuff when you're building.
You look at
throw it
that.
in a backpack,
Yeah,
and then it's simple. You just unplug the battery, throw it on your charger, recharge it up.
Cool. I like it.
what's that run? Not to be a
I don't know. I need to. So I've not sold any of these yet. I've gave a couple out to people to let them use them, but I really haven't heard any feedback yet. So
They're fire.
I had these at Beat the Creek, but with it raining so much, I didn't even get them out.
Yeah, I was gonna say we were right next to you. I didn't see those.
yeah.
Yeah.
Neither did I.
I had them sitting out Friday until it started raining, or whatever day it started raining, and then I put them up.
Mm.
It needs some redefining yet. The lines aren't quite as crisp as I want. This is like the first or about third prototype.
Yeah,
No, I liked it. I
I
want
like
one.
it. I like the idea. I like the concept.
Yep.
I want one for sure.
it just won't fit on Robert's little scooter he rides around on his luggage and stuff.
Exactly. I need it smaller.
No, we can. No, he just needs to print a thing for it to set down in on his basket.
That's what. Oh yes,
See,
think that-
see, now
that
you're
will-
thinking.
Yeah,
that
you
will
can
work.
just grab it and go.
I'll just get
What
my
I-
daughter's basket and prototype it off that. Then how's that?
Thanks,
Just
thanks.
just a bracket to zip
Now, what
tie
I'm
to the
thinking is
basket.
taking all of these cool ideas and creating one little briefcase that does it all.
I could put this
Right.
in that case also. Like that
I'd
wouldn't be a hard
really
thing.
like that. That'd be really cool.
And then
But you're carrying
I
that when
have
you're
a
swap meeting
small-
around. That'd be the only thing.
yeah, that'd be the only thing.
What? What
Well,
would be the-
If you
Well, this-
if you put everything in his case in the case, okay, that case has a battery in it. If you get the battery version,
Mhm.
so you're swap meeting carrying that case and that battery around with you.
Yeah, but I mean, like, just the charging system alone, right? If I'm going to be carrying that and you're going to integrate something else in addition to that, my mind is I'm thinking I'm going to run the Gens Ace 15,000 milliamp battery, which would be plenty enough to fit into that box, plenty enough to run at least 3, at most 4 days at an event. 15,000 milliamps goes a long way. I think you would be able to make it work.
So
And-
you could run a regular LiPo battery. You need what they call a BMS.
Yep.
To be able to run that LiPo as a battery supply, because once it gets down so low, you got to stop the voltage on it.
Right. Well, see, that's why I'm thinking the Gens Ace chargers, because they have that built into them.
Yeah, you can set a low voltage cutoff on it.
Yeah.
Once it gets so low, that's it. The battery packs I use in those chargers are Life PO4.
Okay.
They have a BMS built into them.
Okay. That's why you're using those chargers.
That's why. Well, not even a charger. It's
Not
just
even
the
a
battery
charger.
pack. So,
Okay.
so they're
Because, yeah, the
is
Gens Ace
what I
batteries
use.
have that too.
Yeah.
The smart
This
ones.
is what I use.
Okay.
So these
You
are
use 2 of
secondhand
those?
cells. I'm sorry.
You use 2 of those in that charging pack?
In that case. Yep.
Okay.
So each one's 20,000. Originally 20,000 amp hours. These are what they call second life packs. So they've already served a purpose. They're being reused for another purpose.
Got it.
Yes. Robert, you could charge your baby Bronco with those.
You and your baby Silverado, don't talk.
These packs were originally in a case by themselves, one battery, one case.
Okay.
They were using geological survey equipment.
Okay.
So they would set these up or charge them up, take them out, set them out wherever, run their test equipment for so long, take another battery out, swap it out, whatever. I'm not sure on
That's
that.
crazy.
I found a guy online that bought 2 semi-loads of these batteries.
Jeez.
Okay.
Speed
So
runs, anyone?
they are used, so they are testing slightly low on capacity. So it should be 20 amp hours. This one's testing at 19.17 amp hours. So they're slightly low. But this is the same battery packs I use in my ammo cans. And I don't mean to turn this into a sales speech or anything. That's definitely not my
No, no, it's
plan.
good. I like that.
So this is an ammo can that has 12-volt port,
Oh, nice.
dual USBs with a PD, and then an XT90 for power.
Now it's only out power, not in power.
It's only out. Well,
Okay.
it back charges through that connector also.
Okay.
That's how
Now,
you charge it up.
will that accept solar or no?
What you'd have to integrate a solar charge controller.
Okay.
My apologies. You'd have to integrate a solar charge controller to shut off the solar charging when everything got done.
Got it.
At that point, you're either losing a battery or going to a bigger box.
Got it.
There's no more room in here to put anything.
Okay.
Man, that is so cool, bro.
Yeah. This is the slightly dumb stuff that I like. Really, I should have went to Purdue for engineering.
That's awesome, man.
That,
That's good stuff.
That's where this dumb charger. I call it a dumb charger because there ain't nothing to it. That's where this comes into play at.
Mm.
So that plugs into.
How long does that
XT90.
charger take to charge that whole box?
I've never ran all the way down to find out. So it's a 10 amp charger. I don't. It's going to be several hours because it's a slow amp charger.
Right.
But to honestly answer that, I honestly can't tell you. Only because I've not ran one down far enough. When I do run them down, I just plug them in overnight, and the little light goes from
red to green,
or green to red, red to green. Yep.
That's awesome. I really like that ammo can too.
Yeah,
but
I like them too.
I mean,
Plus,
I really like the whole idea of having like one briefcase station that does all of your power needs. I mean, I think it'd be really cool to have one that test out your servo, test out your motors, charge your batteries, and shoot, even a freaking night light for camping. You know, like I just think all of that would be really cool. It gives that whole Inspector Gadget vibe. Like you open this thing up and it does everything you can possibly think it could do. So you can start.
Do you want him to incorporate like some cob lighting on the lid so he can open it up and now it's a whole light for any time around?
Exactly.
Do they put it dancing to music and stuff? So
whatever.
The lights change.
Oh,
yeah.
Robert charging something.
No, exactly. It's fine.
The nice thing about the ammo cans is they're easy to use. My 12-year-old daughter uses hers to charge her tablet during the summertime.
Wow.
She likes to sit in the backyard, and because again we live in the woods, so she sits out there at the picnic table and plays her tablet with music, and then we'll do her painting stuff. And when it gets dead, she'll come grab one of them and use it to charge her tablet up.
Man, I love this stuff. Appreciate it, Dustin. Guys, amazing job. We're gonna start saying our goodbyes. Definitely, Dustin. We got a plan. We're gonna plan for you to come back, right? Nathan will reach out to you so we could do another class and more stuff.
And I apologize for kind of like derailing for a minute there.
No, we like derailing. It's our thing.
Yes, we like all this stuff.
You're good.
We like it, guys.
I encourage it. So
yes. Well, I want to say thank you to everybody that support our raffle. This raffle is gonna be, if I'm not mistaken, it's gonna be until the 17th, guys. It's gonna be there a couple of weeks, so please make sure to help us share it and then let our guys know, friends and family knows about our raffle that's going on. And then I think let me check something here real quick. I don't know if we have a show next Monday. On the 10th, yes, we're gonna have Dr. Dance on the 10th. Um, it's actually the day before Veterans Day. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So next Monday we're gonna have Dr. Dance here on the show with us. That's good stuff. Good stuff, guys. Anything else, guys, that we forgot to mention? No, we don't have any events coming up, Pesa. I know you're gonna be doing a few stuff.
Yeah, I got the one swap meet this Sunday. I have Bigfoot tribute, monster truck tribute coming up, but nothing else really crazy.
That's it. Yeah, I think that's it for us as well. I know there's a few more stuff we'll mention in our next show or whatnot. So awesome stuff, man. Let's start saying our goodbyes. Go ahead, Josh.
Thanks everybody for coming in and hanging out. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. Dustin, I've seen all your stuff on, and it's awesome stuff you're making. I really appreciate you stopping in and doing your class. Hopefully people will come back and watch it again, to brush up on what they need to understand with soldering, because all your stuff always comes out really nice and you have really nice charging stations and power supplies. So thanks for being here.
Awesome,
Yes.
brother. Go ahead, Dennis.
Yeah, thanks again for everybody in the chat for hanging out. And then make sure you put JCM in the notes on the PayPal when you guys buy your tickets. This way it's not seen as a donation.
Mm-hmm.
Dustin, it's good seeing you again. Appreciate you coming on here and talking soldering. All your stuff is great, man. Like I said, I got to get one of those charging boxes. And hopefully we'll see everybody on the next one.
Amen to that, my brother. Joe, go ahead.
Good to see everybody back again on another. I guess you call this a motor pool, right?
Ish.
Special guest with Dustin here teaching us
Dustin.
the ways of the solder methods. So yeah, definitely go get you some cheap wire somewhere and just get you some good solder that's got some flux in it, and practice before you get that. And I mean,
Yeah.
that way if you mess something up, you just throw it away. You don't have to worry about it. You're not
Okay.
trashing nothing. So
Yeah.
get everybody, check out the raffle, help us out. It's good to see what these guys are doing. So other than that, we'll see you guys next Monday.
Awesome. Thank you, Joe. Awesome job there, brother. Dustin, go ahead, man.
I just want to say thanks for the opportunity to show you guys a little bit about what I do on almost a daily basis. Hopefully I didn't confuse you too bad or throw too much out there. I tend to ramble sometimes, but I just really appreciate the opportunity to show you guys. Anytime you want me back on, let me know.
Definitely.
I also want to say to Josh, thanks for attempting to pull me out at Beat the Creek too.
I tried, brother.
The old heavy truck and the camper was just a little too much for your side by side.
Yeah, a little too much.
It's awesome. Oh, well, very grateful, Dustin, for the class, brother.
Yes. One last time too, DR Custom Wiring on Facebook. If anybody has any
Yes.
questions, hit me up through there on Messenger. I'll be gladly to answer. Sometimes I do take a little bit to answer, only because I do work 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. So
Let me post this here on the chat so people will have it. Also, it's linked to our our show promotion. You guys will see all the links also for Dustin reaching out, or reach out to us and we'll get you in contact with Dustin real quick
Yeah.
on that. So that's awesome. Also, James, you still there, bro?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Thank you everybody for showing out. Dustin, it was awesome seeing the solder and stuff. One of the biggest things I learned is clean tip is the way to go. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming out and can't wait to see everybody next Monday.
Awesome, my brother. And last but not least, we're gonna have Pessa. It's been a minute, right? So we
Drum roll. No, I'm just
you got
kidding.
go ahead, Rob.
I want to thank everybody that's been in the chat, hanging out with us tonight. It's all appreciated. Thank you so much for your support. The guys in the panel, I love all you guys. I've missed you guys a lot the last month or so. I'm sorry I've been busy, but glad I was able to come back on tonight. And yeah, thank you. Dustin, thank you for showing me everything that I do wrong. And I'm going to take everything that I've learned tonight. I am going to try my best not to hurt myself, and hopefully I will come up with better soldering skills here in the near future. But my biggest takeaway tonight is, at the end there, you showing some ideas and concepts. I didn't see any of that at Beat the Creek, and I'm kind of regretting that I didn't, because innovation in this hobby is what is helping everything grow. And those ideas and those concepts of yours, I think can go a very long way. I truly am interested in a box that can pretty much do it all. One simple thing to carry around, because I've built kind of my own in the past, but they get kind of expensive and heavy and cumbersome. But from what I saw that you had, I really really like it. So for that, I mean, I got to applaud you, because again, the innovation, the growing, keep doing that. Please keep focusing on that. Use these 3D printers. Get your ideas out there. Turn it into something physical, going from the computer and putting it in your hand. That's what I do on a daily basis is I sit there, I design, I have it in my hand, and hopefully everybody likes it. And I get that. But I really think you got something good and going there. So I 100% support you and what you got doing, what you're doing. So
Thank you, Robert. I appreciate it a lot.
Awesome. Well
Appreciate
said
that.
there. Well said, brother. Well said
and all
there,
those
Robert.
guys that have those testers and didn't give you any feedback yet, they're all fired. Sorry.
Right? I'll second that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Again, guys, we are very grateful for people joining us here, our reps, our family members, all our veterans, first responder. We are very grateful, guys. I cannot stress it enough. Check on each other, especially all these holidays coming up. Uh, guys, just check on your veterans, check on your first responders, guys. All our guys that helped the last week or so, here, one of our veterans in need, we are very grateful. That's what it's all about, man. Staying together and helping each other out. We are very grateful on that. Again, next Monday is gonna be Dr. Dance. Dr. Dance. Come and join us next week. And thank you so much, guys, for the support. We'll see you. Peace. Be safe, guys.
Peace.
And